Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Entrepreneur Power Hour. Get excited because we have a fun topic this week. And yes, you can educate people and have fun. Woo! School teachers might be mad at me. Now, this is an interesting one because when I was first starting the Power Hour, when I was in college, I would get overburdened with work and I would get overburdened with life circumstances all around me and say, I have to do something about everything. I have to fix everything. I had that urge. And the more I tried to fix it, the more things broke. And I got even more frustrated. Because now I'm trying to fix the things that I messed up on and I still have other work to do. And it just keeps piling. And eventually I said, I'm gonna... And this was actually after different programs I've been in. I just let it go. God, the universe, whatever you believe, it'll take care of it for me. And the funny thing I found is when you let go of self-control, you are in control. But I want to hear your perspectives on how do I maintain self-control as an entrepreneur and in daily life when I'm hit with challenges? Do I keep pushing it on, or do I sometimes have to let things go, or is it a combination of both? So your stories, get your ideas.
Well, like I said, this is a very timely subject for me because I've been under, I don't want to call it care of, but I have been working with a health coach to try to improve my overall long-term health by eating better and figuring out why I have a tendency maybe to munch too much and do those kinds of things. And we're in about our 10th week now, and interestingly enough, what we've discovered is that I have a tendency to want to make lists. They're like to-do lists. I want to make to-do lists, and then when I don't complete those lists, I'm very anal and controlled about doing those lists, and I'm very anal and controlled about getting those lists complete. And not getting them done causes frustration and anxiety and stress because I'm trying so hard to complete these lists that I think are important. And there are things on these lists that are important, and they're both business things and personal things. But what the discussion actually was is maybe I need to just let some of that go. Maybe I just need to, as you suggest, go with the flow, get the things done that I can get, and not be too damn worried about what doesn't get done. And everything eventually works itself out one way or the other. But I've really been taking a look at that, and so I agree. I agree that you gotta be a little more easygoing on yourself with reference to what you set as the standards by which you want to operate both personally and professionally.
Yeah, and I would even ask, can you make a mistake? And most people would be like, yeah, I make mistakes all the time. And I would say, you really can't make a mistake. You can do something that seems totally wrong and off color, and people be like, you're weird and crazy. But it'll all come out of the wash somehow or other. And then, if you look up in the sky right now, Bill's outside, or if you look out your window, you'll see clouds, you'll see trees, you'll see grass. Have you ever seen a badly designed petal of grass? Have you ever seen a cloud that's badly designed? Have you ever seen a tree that's not working out? They always do the right thing. Maybe it'll sound like interesting, but to be like the tree outside, the cloud, to be like those objects in nature that never mess up, is to allow yourself just to do and be what you have to do. So yeah, I agree with you, James. It's even if that list seems overbearing, and it does for me, there's a way around it, and there's a way to figure out a solution to it.
Well, you're tying in mistakes or errors or things that you didn't do right in with this. And when you always look back over a period of time at a challenge where you made a lot of errors and mistakes, as it works out, the greater lessons came from the errors, not from what you did correctly.
Yeah, I'll give you an example.
Greater growth.
Yeah, I just misplaced my wallet, so I'm having a real rough time because some people are like, where's my payment and all this? And I'm like, I don't have my bank card. I don't have my license right now. It doesn't feel that great. However, I learned a lot of things. I learned to be more cautious. I learned what to do and not to do, and sometimes of what I should be cognizant of and not cognizant of. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I want to be in control of everything naturally, and a lot of us do. But we sometimes can't be. What do you think, Dan?
Well, I know for me, I'm a little bit like James. I don't really have lists, but in my head, I know things I want to do and want to get done and get accomplished. And if I get in the mode and get going, like I'm more of a morning person, so if I can get up and get going in the morning and start going through things, I can get so much done. It's when I come home in the afternoons and stuff, as I'm wearing down, and as I call it, my battery runs down. For me, I tend to not have the energy and stuff to do. But I also know that for me, I think getting a little more specific with lists might be not necessarily lists, tons of lists, but a friend of mine gave me a great example of how she said to use my whiteboard with sticky notes and put up the important things, that I really want to get done between personal and my business. And so that as I see them and as I work them, I know that they're taken care of, but don't stress over it either. That's the other thing I've learned. Is you'll anything done by worrying about, well, I didn't get this done, I didn't, because then I tend to, in the way I work, I tend to get so focused on what I'm dealing with, and I can't move forward to the next thing until I know this other thing's done and taken care of. I'm kind of like that at work. It's like, let me finish this. I'm always getting interrupted and saying, can you do this or do that, and I've had to learn how to adjust that. But in my head, I'm thinking, no, do you need this right now? Because if not, I'm putting it up here, I'll work it in. Let me finish what I'm on now so I can get it done and out of my way. But I'm having to, I've had to learn, that's one thing I've got to, deal with. But also get myself to where I can see my progress and know that I am making that, those steps forward. So in my mind, it's like I don't sabotage myself and saying, oh, well, I'll just do that tomorrow. I'll do that the next day. And I think that's for me, where I tend to trip up is, not being able to quantify some of my progress for me, like with my business and stuff and things like that. And then as far as mistakes that you and James were talking about, when you guys were both kind of talking about that, I'm saying, and you made the point, there's really yes, there are mistakes, but there's no real mistake if you can learn something from it and move forward and go with that. But yet society, oh, well, if you didn't do this way, that's a mistake. You should have done it, this type of thing. And so we have those type of constraints that we're all kind of squashed into and that we have to deal with. And that doesn't help, because then we feel those pressures from outside and, tend to kind of, get us off kilter too and out of balance from our balance of what we're doing.